Hi, it's Stephanie with Posh Puppy Boot Camp. I'm back to talk about barking and whining, especially in the crate when a puppy gets home. So here's what you need to know. Dog barking and whining, especially in their crate, it can be incredibly jarring. That sound it can be deafening, and it's definitely upsetting. So give yourself a little bit of a break and understand that it might just completely erase all of your thoughts and you can't focus on anything while that dog is barking. So you immediately want to go solve the problem and let them out of the crate, right? That's the worst thing that you can do because then you're reinforcing the behavior. So they go, oh, I wanted to get some reassurance that I'm okay. I just saw her face, or she came and picked me up, or she let me out. Even better, I got what I wanted, which was attention and assurance that I'm okay. We need to teach them to self-soothe, and your puppy has probably been doing that at its guardian home or with its trainer, and now it's just sort of testing you to see if you're going to apply the same accountability. Even if you've had your dog for a while and it just starts barking, it's always been a quiet dog, and suddenly they start barking, that's normal. They can discover their voice at any time, and sometimes they'll be outside, they'll see a bird in the yard, they bark at the bird and the bird flies away. And they think, oh my gosh, I have a superpower. I can make birds go away. And so then suddenly you have a barking dog. It is a normal part of dog ownership, but it's not terribly difficult to discourage it or at least distract from it. We'll talk about redirecting barking behavior in the backyard and stuff like that in another video. In this one, we're going to focus on the crate training and the barking and whining that happens when a dog doesn't want to be in his crate. He'd much rather be held by you. That doesn't mean that he feels like he's in jail or he feels like he's being neglected or he's sad and doesn't want to be a part of your family. Okay, these are the things that we tell ourselves to give ourselves permission to free that dog and give ourselves peace and quiet, okay? But be strong. I'm here for you. You can reach out to me if you need to because I understand this deeply, okay? Don't give in. Sometimes you may have to let them whine or cry for as much as 3 hours before they finally give up and they just go to sleep. I highly recommend, I think I have some here, earplugs. So whatever you have to do, leave the home if you're too tempted. But I want to be really clear about what the dog is asking for. It's asking for your face, not necessarily even to be picked up or held or let out. It just wants to see your face. It can also pick up on your nervousness, your anxiety, and it makes them feel even more anxious. So really what you want to do is try to separate yourself from the barking for a moment, wherever you can. Go outside, take a quick walk around the block, and get yourself into a place where you are ready to problem solve. Okay, this is just a problem to solve. It's not a disaster. It doesn't mean it's going to happen for the rest of your life with this dog. It's just a short transition period and a testing moment. But if you don't respond correctly, it could last for quite a while. So get your head straight. And once you've done that, the puppy needs to know that it is expected to spend quiet time in its crate while you're operating around the house, not just when you leave the home. So it's important that you push through and try to go about your daily business, ignoring the puppy as much as possible. You can put a blanket over the crate if that helps, but try not to make eye contact with the dog. Just go over and put the blanket on, walk away, pull out the vacuum cleaner, do whatever you can to just go about your business normally. And once they quiet down, when they finally are quiet, you can let them out. But it needs to be at least early on, it can be a minute or two of quiet before you let them out or give them some attention or reassurance. Later, it needs to be, if this is an adolescent dog of 5 to 9 months old, it really needs to be a good 20 minutes of quiet, or even to the point where they kind of resign and they lay down and they just take a nap and they go, okay, I guess I'm fine. And that's how they teach themselves that, oh, it's okay. She's still here. She's going to get me eventually. And this is how we're going to do this, right? Stay consistent and do this as often as you can while you're following the potty training triangle for the first year. Just as a recap quickly, that is The triangle starts with the crate. The puppy goes outside. The puppy goes to an enclosed area of play where there are no couches or raised surfaces, a dining room, a playpen, somewhere where they are at ground level and playing with their own toys, and that you can play with them as well. And then they go back into their crate, and they can stay in their crate anywhere from 5-10 minutes to 4 hours, depending on what you need to do throughout your day. And then you take them out and they go potty, and then you have some playtime, and that's their reward for going potty. And they get tired after 30 minutes to an hour of playtime, and then they go back into their crate. I really suggest setting a timer for the playtime because it's very easy to get distracted and forget all about them. Then they have an accident in the house, which disrupts the entire process. So keeping it nice and tight as long as you can is going to ensure that your dog is well behaved and that you have the relationship that you've always wanted to have and potty free in the house. One more thing, don't be afraid to get a little bit verbally aggressive with your dog and tell them quiet. See how that change of voice is a little bit like, what just happened there? Say it like you mean it. Dogs respond to that the same way that they would respond to their mother growling at them or barking at them. They expect a change in the tone and in the energy, and you need to be showing them that they are the subordinate and you are the boss. Okay, that has to stay there. Once you let them have run of the house, their play area is now the entire house. They're jumping on and off the couch, and I know you want to snuggle your dog on the couch, but if they're not held in your arms on the couch, they shouldn't be on the couch for a year. And those things can actually create a barking problem in the crate. Then they get confused. They think, oh, well, I'm your equal now. I mean, we were sitting on the couch together. We sleep in the bed together. Like we're best friends, but not until a year. They can't do it for a year. So stay strong, good luck, and let me know if I can help.